Welcome to my car. Ellie here. We're going to go on a drive to Forest Park, good old St. Louis. So it's where we're going. We're headed. So you're joining. You can get out of the car if you want now. You know, you're not obligated to sit here and listen to me talk, but so now's your chance, you know. Otherwise, buckle up, get ready, here we go. We are beginning a new drive, a new trip to a new world, to a new place, to a new life is ahead, a new experience, a new moment, many moments actually. As each moment leads to the next. It's quite amazing. All right. So, how are you doing? Let's do a little check-in. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What's going on? Would you like a sip? It's some cacao, little cacao wafers that I mixed up with some Cachava protein powder, vanilla, and salted caramel, like collagen. So it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty and nourishing. Just what my body needs today before this little walk around in the sunshine. This beautiful 74-degree winter day. It is February 3rd, and this is not what one would say is normal for some St. Louis winter weather, but what is normal these days anyway, Normalize nothing, because nothing is normal, really, if you think about it. It's all quite strange, but, embrace the strange, not normal, unnatural, supernatural, cringe. It's so interesting, because if every person driving around nearby, they have their own little world that they're enveloped in, and you might be side by side for a second or crisscross, see into that world for a second, and so many people everywhere, so many little worlds, little microcosms. But what's nice is that your little microcosm can influence in a positive way the other microcosms, which impacts the macrocosm. For instance, someone next to you is just, you look over and you happen to catch eye contact and you smile and you wave. Hey, it's like that little moment of connection, that little spark of joy and a smile and a laugh can not just but will alter the rest of that person's day and life moving forward. And it's one little act, one little tiny thing, is actually can end up being a big thing. That person could be having an awful day. They could feel so alone and sad. But for that one moment, they were seen and they were given a smile. Like, it's a smile, and it's a smile is everything. To feel like you're radiating out happiness and joy and something that's worth more than all the money can buy, because they say money can't buy happiness. In a way, it can, though, for sure. It can buy you stability and security and not having stress financially. That's a really great place to start. So, when one doesn't have financial security, it can be very stressful and hard to be happy. But even with nothing, even having very minimal of anything, one can still maintain their mindset and happiness and having gratitude for what they do have, because it could always be worse and it could always be better, but mindset is everything, and not to, overlook the very real, harsh realities that many of us are facing. Oh man, that's okay, whatever. Some wild hairs today, but yeah, I mean, it's really there is a book I read in high school called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, and it's a quite profound read, as this man is, I don't know if it's diary entries, it's been a very long time, like while he was in concentration camp, or if it was afterwards, his reflections on it, but this man survived the Holocaust, and he was in the worst possible conditions like anyone could be in. and was witnessing horrific, awful things happening. And somehow he kept his head on and his heart strong and his spirit strong. And he watched so many give up. And I mean, like, honestly, it's how would it would be. I'm just gonna say, how would you not? Because like part of me is like, yeah, I mean, wouldn't you just want to get out of there as soon as possible, which would be death, which would be like giving up. But then to be able to hold on to life and to hope of another side of whatever, of that awful experience, and with his drive and desire to survive that, he did, and he has the story to share now. So that's it was very inspiring and very humbling too, of like, wow, like if he can get through that, like I can get through these things that I have in my life that are I don't need both headphones in. I do this for the microphone because this mic is better than my phone one. Fun fact, if you're wondering why I got headphones on. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and yeah, amidst all of the oppression, because there's a lot of different forms of oppression happening for many different people in many different ways. How do we liberate ourselves from the cycle of oppression and start a cycle of liberation and free ourselves from the shackles of culture and society's restrictions and limitations on the mind, body, spirit? Because it's very obvious that we're being tempted to be controlled and divided and distracted from the work that is needed to do, and if we get distraught, or it's important to feel sadness and anger and to be real about like what's going on and our emotions related to it, but we got to hold strong, hold fast, steadfast, hold strong. Okay. But yeah, hold on to hope and to continue to speak life and envision the ideal amidst pretty awful things that are going on. Because as much as there are things going on that are horrific, there are just as many beautiful, wonderful things that are happening simultaneously. So just a reminder that there is good unfolding on this planet. There's a lot of good, and there are the forces of good and light and that want humanity to be united and for everyone to have food, shelter, water. These forces are much stronger than whatever it is that wants to keep the majority of people enslaved, in a sense, enslaved to their limitations and to their sickness of mind, body, spirit. Like there is a lot going around, and it's contagious, and so we can, in every moment we have a choice of sharing medicine and solutions, and or rippling out and spreading a sickness of some kind. And also, it's not as simple as just this or that, because in a way in order to get the sickness out, we do have to purge and release whatever it is that's inside. There's if there's toxins in the body, like to get out the toxins and to detox is not a pretty fun process. It's uncomfortable, and we do need to get it out and get it out. It's being mindful and intentional about the ways that we're getting it out, and not just like going to the grocery store and throwing up on someone who looked at you the wrong way or whatever. Like how can we get these things out and not share it in a way that is because there's people that are just like waiting to crack, like they've got like the road rage stuff, when people like flip out about stuff driving, which makes sense. It's dangerous, it's scary when someone does something on the road, but it's almost like there's a buildup of a lot of things before that moment, and it's like that person gets to be a target for a lot of other stuff that's been building up and waiting to be released for a long time. So everyone's fighting many battles that we won't ever know unless they open up and share about what those battles are, which many people will not open up about what they struggle with because it's scary to be vulnerable. And my hope and prayer, though, is that people find other people and places that they feel safe to be vulnerable and to release and share and be seen and known in their struggles, and not hold it all in for the idea of being a strong man or a strong woman or just a strong human who's got it all together, because you're not fooling anybody, because none of us have it all together. Even the people who seem like they do the most. Like, it's we've all got our stuff, and we're all doing our best and could be doing better, some more than others, you know, like, but I do feel like with whatever resources and you know, that people have, or education, or you know, access to things, like, it's like they're functioning the way they know how, or they just don't know better. You know, there's a lot of ignorance, like, people just don't know, and they need someone to show them and teach them. And you know, in any given moment, if you can show someone kindness and compassion and patience, that'll give, that's just rippling out hope, so much hope. And this world needs that more than ever right now. Hope in humanity, hope in us as a united nation of one people, despite all the, you know, different boundary lines of countries and cities and little microcosms, right? You know, like, there's all these little worlds within worlds, but if we zoom out, it is one functioning organism. It's one thing. And as much as we can find harmony and homeostasis within any given system, that's the remedy for the sickness and the disconnect. So, yeah. I feel like silence, slowing down, is needed right now. My instinct was to just end the video, but I don't have to end the video in order to just, like, slow down and breathe, and invite you to also take some breaths and slow down and breathe with me. Helps me to put a hand on my heart, my sacral, my womb space, and, you know, just any place in my body that's feeling, like, even like my head, just giving myself that presence and that, like, pressure and attention that kind of brings me in, grounded into a place in my body. And just deep belly breaths. Our breath is so important. It is like the most important thing that we can do, is breathing and sinking into our body, into a moment. And it sometimes helps to even make sound to release. The breath, there's releasing whatever needs to be released. Okay. Yeah, move the body however you're feeling called to move. Like, really listen inward and feel the sensations and the energy that exists within you that is asking for your attention, that's needing to be listened to and heard. And just move it out, shake it out, stretch, whatever, anything that comes up, just, like, get it out. Trust your body, trust yourself. Listen to your intuition, which is so that takes time to stretch and strengthen that muscle, just like anything else. When most of us had our intuitions, kind of things that pushed up against our intuition, or made it hard to trust ourselves and our unique essence and beingness and inner voice, there's a lot that was going up against us for a while, and now we get to come into ourselves in a new way and to close this out. I'm expecting a call, and to need to be aware of what specific directions I'm taking. By now, you think I'd know exactly where I'm going, but and I think I could, and I do. I think sometimes it's funny, I'm talking about trusting myself and my intuition, and here I am doubting my ability to get to a place I've been to hundreds of times before. That's funny. Look at that, the irony. So much irony in every moment, lots of contradiction. But yeah, just I'm feeling a little rise of some, I don't know if it's anxiety, excitement, nervousness, like just energy. I'm drinking, maybe the cacao is starting to run through me. But yeah, I'm maybe nervous about this little, like, date, I guess. Okay, play it cool, I'm chill, everything's fine, it's all good. Definitely don't want to have chapped lips. I don't like that feeling. It's just not good. I want to be grounded. I want to be acting from a place of intention and peace, and also embrace the wild child inside of me that wants to climb and run around and explore right now. And I can do that mentally if I can't do it physically because I'm driving in my car. And that's why these videos while driving to and from places is a time where I really can sink in and ground into my self and thoughts and feelings, and I can, share stuff going on inside of me, which is a form of, exploration, expression, creativity, even, just to be able to talk and share and show up and share oneself is a creative process. Every life is the art. Like, every moment is the canvas that we get to fill and create and interact with, and so that's fun. Yeah, I can get out my spazzy energy now. I am really just a squirrel. I feel like a squirrel, and that's okay. Embrace my inner squirrel. Embrace your inner squirrel. And your inner turtle, and your inner gremlin, and your inner angel, and your inner fairy, earth child, spirit, walker, astral traveler, little cutie floofy little baby bunny, and dragon, a very powerful dragon. There's so many different parts of self, and learning to listen to and connect to these different parts and honor them as one whole being. So okay, I am gonna get off here though, because I do want to just continue to just whatever. Maybe I'll listen. I don't know, dance party. It's like I could do all this right now in this video. I don't know why I'm getting all weird. Like, it's funny because it's like I forget blah 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 blah. Okay, wow. What am I? Okay, just let it out. Let it go. Let it flow. Those are lyrics. Let it out. Let it go. Let it flow. Just let it grow. We let it out. We let it go. We let it flow. We just let it grow. Glow. Shine bright forever. Play, laugh, create, explore, questions, answers, inhale, exhale, rest, relax, breathe, just be, just be, just breathe. Oh boy. When you know, and when you don't, and ooh, When you know, and when you don't, and we'll reap what we sow, and we'll grow what we choose to grow, and we'll go where we need to be. We will, and we'll reap what we sow, and we'll grow what we choose to grow, and we'll go where we need to be. We will. Those are lyrics to a song that I wrote on my ukulele, because it's pronounced ukulele and not ukulele. Okay? Ukulele? Yeah, so. Something unspoken, and that I hear loud and clear. Somehow a knowing, and that I feel in my bones and in my gut. It's in my blood, sweat, tears, and spirit brought me here. And the past nudges me forward, tells me to listen and learn from before, or else I'm destined to repeat it. Find the keys, solve the mysteries, bring the pieces back together, whole again, whole again. And then it's time to dig a hole and lay it all to rest, to sleep peacefully, eternally, and bury it all underground so that it may break down into soil and back with the earth again. Clearing flames and cleansing rains, alchemy, winds of change, rearrange, transformed into something else, somewhere else, in a new way today. I'm back with the earth again. I'm back with the earth again. Something unspoken that I hear loud and clear. Another song that I wrote. All those words I've been singing are all words that I have written, and usually with the backdrop of my ook. never really sung them on their own like that, honestly. But well, I'm about to arrive to my destination. I'm gonna stop and grab some food at a really sweet cafe called Seeds. Very delicious and nutritious. Yeah, right by Forest Park. So yeah, I'm gonna get some food in my belly. I think that'll assist in grounding me because I really haven't had a whole lot of food today. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope that you have a peaceful flow forward. And yeah, until next time.